Rebellion with a Smile. This is Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. He is born in the pages of Journey to the West, a Ming Dynasty novel blending humor and philosophy like someone leaping from cloud to cloud. Forged from stone and storm, he learns mystic arts, steals immortal peaches, defies celestial bureaucrats, and turns chaos into a stage trick. His staff shrinks to a needle, grows to a mountain. His body becomes beast, breeze, spark. His eyes see through deception. When the mischief goes too far, the Buddha presses him beneath a mountain, not as an ending, but as a break. Freed, he channels his fury into a mission to protect the monk Xuanzang on the journey for scriptures. With every demon, Wukong invents a way out, like swapping tools in a game. What's almost no one knows? Wukong means awaken to emptiness, rebellion that learns.
If this is making sense to you, subscribe now and comment what you think. That tells me to keep going, and it makes sure you get the next ones without missing them.
Before she was a drawing, Mulan was a song. The Ballad of Mulan, from the era of the Northern dynasties. The story is simple and immense. To spare her father, a young woman puts on armor, joins the army, and fights for years without revealing who she is. No prophecies, only methodical courage, training, strategy, companionship. Mulan masters the hard routine, marching, cold, command, and proves that loyalty doesn't come with a fixed uniform. When the war ends, she refuses posts and riches, returns home, lets her hair down, and her comrades realize that her worth never depended on labels. The legend travels through centuries, inspiring operas and much later films that shine a spotlight on identity and duty, with variations in tone but the same heart, family and choice. From the human battlefield, we follow love that bends the natural order, a serpent who became a woman.
At Westlake in Hangzhou, a spiritual serpent cultivates power for centuries until it takes human form, Bai Su Zhen. On a rainy day, she meets the human Xu Xian. The meeting is as calm as a boat on smooth water, and love happens at the pace of a hot tea. Yet the world is not only poetry. The monk Fahai, a stern guardian of order, sees danger in their union and separates the couple. For this love, Bai Su Zhen crosses boundaries. She faces spirits, turns to medicine, and challenges temples. At her side stands Shao King, the green snake, loyal as lightning. In many versions, Bai is imprisoned beneath the Lai Fang Pagoda, a promise of future release when goodness has ripened. We step out of the supernatural romance into a human tragedy where wings are born from grief, the butterfly lovers. Zhu Yingtai wants to study. Since women aren't admitted to school, she dresses as a man and sets off. There, she meets Liang Shanbo. Friendship first, silent love later, keeping time with poems and classes. When he discovers who she is, it's already too late. Zhu's family has arranged another marriage. Liang falls ill from grief and dies. On the day of Zhu's wedding procession to her fiancé, a wind opens the road and his tomb splits apart. Zhu chooses to plunge into the fissure, and from the impossible, two butterflies emerge, light as a promise fulfilled. If here wings are a metaphor, next they become a bridge. The annual meeting of the cowherd and the weaver girl, with the entire sky as the stage.
Nulong, a humble cowherd, Xin Yu, a celestial weaver who embroiders clouds for the firmament. They fall in love and, for a brief time, live on earth as if paradise could fit inside a hut. But heaven calls its fabric back. The Queen Mother draws the Milky Way between them, a river of stars dividing hands that reached for each other. Once a year, on the 7th day of the 7th lunar month, flocks of magpies form a bridge so they can meet. The legend speaks of work and love, duty and pause, and the worth of a rendezvous kept. If a river of stars can bar an embrace, the next myth tells of a human wall barring grief. Mang Jiangnu and the Great Wall. Mang Jiangnu marries, and almost the very same day her husband is conscripted to work on the Great Wall. Seasons pass. The wool of the coat she knits holds warmth and waiting. She walks for leagues to deliver the garment, but finds silence. Exhausted, he has died and been buried within the wall itself. Mang Jiangnu's weeping is no scene, it is a moral earthquake. In many versions, her lament topples a section of the wall, exposing the buried bones. Before the emperor, she demands honor for the dead and truth from the stones. Shrines remember her name, and travelers learn that monuments too carry tears. She is living memory against dehumanization in the grand project. From earthly injustice, we move to a warrior who fights even dragon kings and is reborn from the lotus, Neja, the storm with wheels at his feet.
Neja isn't born. He explodes into life after long months in the womb, already brimming with alarming energy. Son of Li Jing, he trains under Master Tai Yi, wields a flaming spear, and races atop the wind and fire wheels. In a clash with the Dragon King, Neja kills a dragon prince in defense of the people, and the sea demands vengeance. To spare his family from punishment, he sacrifices himself, returns his body to his parents, and comes back, reborn in a lotus body, lighter and more resolute. Now, with petal armor and lightning at his heels, he once again faces the forces that threaten ordinary folk. From element and flame, we leap to bow and moon. One day, 10 suns rise in the sky, scorching crops and rivers. The archer Hu Yi receives a divine bow and shoots down 9, leaving 1 to warm without destroying. As a reward, he is given an elixir of immortality. At home, however, chance decides the course, to keep the elixir from falling into the wrong hands, or, in other versions, by a fated decree, his wife, Shang-E, drinks it and floats, light and sorrowful, to the moon. There, she becomes a bright, distant presence, he, a solitary hero, who lights mooncakes and sets out fruit as an offering, gazing at the silvery reflection.